Hey, what's up guys, Knife Handler Hugh or Ryan, and today I bring you guys my first Call of Duty Ghosts video. This is a knife only 17-3 search and rescue on the map Octane, and I'm pretty sure you guys already saw this map a couple times in the multiplayer reveal. This is the map where the gas station falls down in the middle, and there are a couple examples of destructible environment. But anyways, I will talk about later on, and basically I was pretty surprised I was able to pull off such a ridiculous score, especially because I did get it early. I got this on Friday, and I've been playing it ever since. I think I have 12 hours at the moment played. I'm like level 45 or something like that. And basically the people who got the game early were either, you know, YouTubers, competitive players, pro players, and people who were trying pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie, which is why I'm surprised I was able to pull off a 17-3 in search and rescue. And anyways, let's talk about search and rescue real quick. As you guys know, as of now when I'm doing this commentary, there is no search and destroy in the public playlist. They have it in private match, which is really stupid. I don't know why they decided to just keep it in private match. I guess they want to, I don't know, make search and rescue popular because they knew that no one was going to play it. But it would be cool to have both. I don't know why they took it out. I mean, search and rescue is okay, mainly because since I'm knifing, I'm already really close up and it doesn't really change the way I play. It just gives me the chance to get additional points and kills. But anyways, let's talk about my class setup today. So the knife I'm using is the combat knife, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this from Black Ops 2, and this is actually a primary weapon. You do not need any points to equip it. And so with the combat knife, when you stab someone, you have to physically grab the person and stab him, and so the animation is a little bit weird and it is slower for sure. You do have those couple seconds of vulnerability, as you saw right there. I stabbed the guy and I did not have a chance to run away because I was still in the middle of the animation of stabbing the person, so it can affect your gameplay. And actually, there is a tactical knife in this game, and I can't decide yet on which one I think is better, you know, the tac knife or the combat knife and regular knife. And the combat knife and the regular knife is the same thing. It's the same animation, same speed. And so with the tac knife, the knifing animation for the tac knife is just the same as the one from previous Call of Duty. So you just like slice them and just poke him, I guess. And it does cost 1 point because you need the point for your secondary, and then you the attachment itself is actually free, so you need to waste 1 point. If you are using, I would suggest using that and taking off the stun, because you really don't need stuns in this game. I don't really think there's a use for them. A lot of the maps are indoorsy and there's a lot of buildings, and I haven't really just use them at all. They just don't seem to be useful in a majority of these maps. Now the tac knife is much faster than the combat knife just because there isn't that stupid animation. However, the tac knife is a little bit less consistent. It's not that consistent. It doesn't register all the time, and there definitely is no lunge. There's absolutely no lunge. However, you know, if you're that close to a person, you know, I don't know, it should work. I can't figure out or decide which one is better still. And the combat knife actually has a really good lunge. It's pretty good. It's really consistent and it registers all the time. So it depends on your personal preference. I just use both. Like, I just continuously switch them around. I can't really think about it yet, or I can't make a decision yet, so that is just all on you guys, and just use whatever you think feels right. And look at this lucky little throwing knife to the foot. And so for my equipment, I have the throwing knife, and the throwing knife in this game is actually just about the exact same as the one from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And if you know me, I love my throwing knives. I definitely prefer throwing knives over tomahawks and combat axes, and I just love them more. And for my non-lethal, I have my concussion grenade, which is also pretty self-explanatory. It's just stun, and you stun people and concuss them. And anyways, let's move on to the perks. So I actually have 5 perks on my class, and my first perk is agility, which is the same as lightweights from previous Call of Duties. You just have quicker movement speed, and this is probably one of my favorite perks to use, just because in Call of Duty Ghosts, without it, you move pretty slow and kind of like sluggish and clunky. So agility does help with that, and I have it on every single class that I use. Now the next perk is marathon, and marathon, thank goodness that it is unlimited sprint now. I was really just I was so happy when I found that this is unlimited sprint, because I was just sick and tired of extreme conditioning being in almost every single Call of Duty after Black Ops 1. But we got marathon back, so we can sprint forever and we don't have to stop like ever. So this is an awesome perk. Again, I have this on every single class that I use. And yeah, anyways, my next perk is reflex, and reflex actually allows you to throw your equipment faster. So it's pretty similar to fast hands from Black Ops 2, and you can throw your throwing knives faster, your stuns faster, and I think you can also switch weapons faster too. But again, again, that doesn't really affect me too much if I'm knifing people. And my next perk is Dead Silence. Okay, now Dead Silence, it's been in every single Call of Duty ever since CoD 4, I think. And so basically you have silent footsteps and you are just completely silent. Okay, now there is Amplify in this game, but the thing is, not a lot of people are using it right now. So for now, I like to start with Dead Silence, just, you know, in case if people don't use Amplify, I just don't like to be sound hoard. And for me, I just don't like hearing my own footsteps. I don't know what it is, I just don't like doing it. I just like to be silent, I like to hear things around me, and just Dead Silence overall helps out a bunch for knifers. And I actually forgot to mention, Amplify, it actually allows you to hear enemy footsteps and makes them louder, and you can actually hear people even if they have dead silence, so it counters Dead Silence. Now, I'll talk about this later on in this video if I have the time, but anyways, my last perk is, it's called Extra Lethal. So Extra Lethal allows me to have 2 throwing knives in this game, and remember back in Black Ops 2, you can have 2 combat axes by having the perk Danger Close. Now in Black Ops 2, you needed 1 point for Danger Close and 1 point for the additional combat axe, so you have to use 2 points in total. However, in Ghosts, you can actually use 1 point for the perk, so Extra Lethal, and then it already gives you the additional throwing knife, so you do not have to spend an additional point. So that's pretty good. You only need 1 point, and you can have, you know, 2 throwing knives, which is awesome. And now my kill streaks, I'm using the Assault Strike package, and my first kill streak is the SATCOM. Now the SATCOM is basically the UAV. You have to plant it down now, and enemies can actually destroy it. It's not as good as the old UAV, but it's still the UAV. It still works well. You can still see you know, enemies on the radar, so it's all good. And my next kill streak is the Guard Dog. Now the Guard Dog is the whole Riley thing that you've seen a lot in the multiplayer reveal and just Call of Duty Ghosts in general. They keep talking about it, and it's really not that good. It's okay. It gets like 1 kill, maybe 2. It gets no kills in this game whatsoever, I think. I just use it mainly as a decoy and a distraction, so that really isn't too useful. And the Juggernaut Maniac is my last one, which is very fun, actually. I don't get it in this game, unfortunately, but basically the Juggernaut Maniac is just a Juggernaut that's meant for knifing, so you have like 3 times the speed, and you just run around with a combat knife, and it's pretty fun. But I don't get it in this game, unfortunately. But anyways, this was the gameplay. The final score was 17-3. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was my first Call of Duty Ghosts video. I have much more to say, but I unfortunately don't have enough time to talk over this, so I will upload another video soon. I have a bunch of gameplay saved up. I have a cranked gameplay, another search and rescue gameplay after this, so it is going to be all good. I was not using Specialist in this game, so I will definitely talk about Specialist in my next video. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, just leave a like and maybe a favorite if you love me. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye.